Hey guys, this is going to be your March 2024 reading. Let's go ahead and find out what's in store for you or what are the energies for you this month of March 2024. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective. Let's see, what are the energies or what's in store for you guys? High Priestess, Three of Swords, King of Pentacles, then we have here Nine of Cups in reverse, the Magician, and you have Eight of Swords. Bottom of the deck, you have King of Wands. So here's what I'm actually seeing for the collective for the month of March 2024. The advice as well from your spiritual team, from your ancestors or the angels is for you guys to stay strong, to stay optimistic. Because what I'm actually seeing here is that some of the collective are kind of like feeling as if that they're losing hope, all right? Or they're kind of like feeling as if that they're stuck where they are. And this is definitely giving you a lot of heartbreak with the Three of Swords. Maybe you've been manifesting something or you wanted to achieve something, but you're not yet getting it because you got the Nine of Cups in reverse, which is all about desires or wish fulfillment. But it doesn't mean that if you're not yet getting it, that you have to give up. So in other words, for the month of March 2024, the collective is being encouraged to step into their power, all right? To replace those thoughts of feeling as if that you can't do anything or that you are hopeless or the situation is hopeless or you're feeling helpless, all right? So those are the things that the collective really needed to be mindful about. It's not to say that you won't be getting what you have been manifesting with a Nine of Cups in reverse and Magician, okay? But maybe you just needed to be patient. So I'm just really getting here that, yeah, for the month of March 2024, you guys are being called to step into your power, all right? Instead of feeling helpless or hopeless in your situation. So let's see, what else? Yeah, you got the Resistance card. Believe in the impossible. Exactly. I was just talking about that, right? My gosh. That is crazy. Then you have diligence. So again, the collective is really being encouraged to stay patient, all right? And to stay hopeful and positive. Believe that anything is possible. So don't give up. I'm really getting that. For others of you, you are being called to look at your situation from a higher point of view, just like with this bird over here, right? So you need to kind of like look at things or look at your current situation at a higher perspective. That's also the energy I'm getting. But this is definitely a month in which you're being called to stay in your power or to call back your power, to be patient, to stay hopeful or optimistic, even though the situation is very, very difficult or it's very, very challenging. So, in other words, do not give up hope, all right? Believe in the impossible. Let's try to pull it more. Judgment, all right? Joy is fun. And then 6 chakra archangel Metatron. My gosh. Talk about perspective or looking at things from a higher point of view, you got the third eye chakra. So I'm really picking up here that the strongest message as well for the collective for the month of March 2024 is that you guys are really being called as well to look at things from a higher point of view, no matter how difficult or challenging your situation is. With a joyous fun, I'm actually getting here that again, this is the advice from your spiritual team to embrace joy and fun into your life. All right. Yes, we all go through challenges. All right. Just like what it says here, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges, but it doesn't mean that you cannot overcome what you're currently faced with. All right. So stay optimistic. And also, I'm hearing very strongly from Spirit as well that maybe it's about time to kind of like, yeah, inject humor, to look at the brighter side of things. All right. Don't be so hard on yourself as well. That's also what I'm getting. It's not to say that you shouldn't take things seriously, but maybe there is a need for you to kind of like look at some of the things that are happening to you in a different perspective. All right. Or to look at the brighter side of things, just like what I said. So again, this is a time for you not to be hard on yourself. Don't be harsh on yourself. Don't be so critical on yourself as well. That's also what I'm hearing. But let's pull up more. What are the energies or what's in store for the collective this month of March, please? Deep knowing. Okay. All right. What is this? You got detach. Let's get one more. And then self-love. Great. Okay. Yeah. So based on these three cards, I'm actually getting a very specific message from Spirit that the collective really needed to go within. Okay. Go within, weigh things carefully. What is it that you feel is no longer serving you? Okay. What are the things that you really needed to release? That's why I got the detached card. So whether it's unnecessary worries or fear, whatever that is not really helping you. Okay. That is something that you really needed to let go of. And that is also part of self love. I was just talking about how Spirit is actually saying earlier not to be overly critical of yourself. All right. And not to be so, yeah, kind of like hard on yourself by allowing yourself to be wrapped up in those type of emotions all the time. All right. Again, they're wanting for you instead to look at things from a fresh perspective or a different perspective. Detach from anything that is actually not really good for you. For instance, it can also be connections, all right? Or situations that is only giving you a lot of pain or hurt. Detach. That's actually what I'm getting here based on these three cards. And you know what is it that you need to let go of, all right? With a deep knowing card over here. Trust it. Trust your inner voice. Choose yourself as well. Choose anything that would only bring happiness into your life. Anything that's causing you pain all the time. And remember, emotions are messengers, all right? It's telling us something. So for instance, this is an example. As an empath, whenever I'm actually around someone, let's just say, and this person is always making me feel really heavy, I'm feeling slimed, or I feel as if I couldn't breathe, that is a sign, all right? I'm tuning in. I'm actually embracing my feelings and emotions whenever I'm around someone or a particular person. And so that is a message to me that this person is actually not for my highest good, or this person is an energy vampire who's always trying to drain my energy. So what do? I detach. All right. And it's not to say that I need to hate that person, but I need to detach because I love myself. All right. I care about my own well being. Otherwise, if I allow myself to be around that particular person or group who's giving me a lot of toxicity, then what's going to happen, right? So That's my point. I feel that for the month of March 2024, and it's quite interesting because it's a Pisces season as well. And Pisceans are very intuitive. Your guides or the angels are saying, you know what's best for you. You know what is good and not good for you. All right. So pay attention to what you're always feeling as well. And choose what is best for you. Choose what's going to be making you happy. That's the energy I'm getting based on these three cards. All right, let's try to pull up another one. What else? What's in store, or what are the energies for the collective this March 2024? Yeah, see? Goddess of the moon. Feelings, intuition. I was just talking about that, which is quite interesting. Like what I said, month of March is also the Pisces season, right? So I'm getting here that this is a very, very important time for the collective to listen to their feelings, to tune in to their feelings. That's why I'm even saying earlier that emotions are messengers. There's something that our feelings or emotions are kind of like trying to convey, or they're kind of like saying some sort of like an important message to us. And we just have to be open to it. All right. What is it telling me? What are these feelings telling me? Just like what I said earlier, whenever I'm actually around someone and then I suddenly feel heavy, and again, we're talking about feelings and emotions, or I suddenly feel as if that I can't breathe, or that this person is kind of like draining my energy, then that's the message. It is a message for me to detach. All right? Because otherwise, it's really going to be draining my entire energy, or I will feel depleted, right? So that's just an example. So again, this is a month for the collective to be mindful of that, to listen to their feelings, their intuition, to trust it, to weigh things carefully on what needs to be let go of as well, which is for your highest good, because you love yourself, all right? So self-love is very, very important, of course. And that's part of self-love. You detach from anything that's only giving you pain, right? Because if you truly love yourself, you won't allow that to happen, all right? It's a sign that you don't love yourself if you keep on staying in a situation, all right? Or for instance, a connection that only brings about pain for you or toxicity. But once you're able to embrace self love, or that you're really loving yourself, you break free. You release anything that's only going to be bringing you pain, or it's not really going to be for your highest good, right? So be mindful about that. Then you got milk and honey. All right, let's pull up more. And then you have, see, I told you, sadness and isolation. This is Three of Swords, and it's actually in reverse. I was just talking about pain. Now you got Three of Swords, which is talking about heartbreak, or it says here sadness, right? So what I'm actually pointing out earlier, and this is the message as well from your spiritual team, is for you guys to weigh things, all right? Try to weigh things carefully. And I feel this is the energy for most of you guys for the month of March 2024. Weigh things carefully. Listen to what your emotions or your feelings are telling you. There is a message, all right? Are you always embracing the energy of sadness, all right, or heartbreak? Or are you allowing yourself to be in that space? Are you allowing yourself to be in a situation that would only bring you pain? However, you do have the power. You have the choice as well to choose happiness, all right? Or whatever it is best for you. That's why I got the self-love. So yeah, wow, this is quite interesting. For others of you, by the way, based on these three cards, I'm still seeing here that for the month of March, some of you are finally ready as well to heal the past, all right? There will be an opportunity as well for you guys to finally let go of something from the past so you can actually embrace a brand new feeling or emotion. All right, let's see what else. Health, right? I was just talking about healing and all that. Now you got the health card. See, rebirth. I was just talking about so you can embrace fresh new energies, a fresh new feeling or emotion. Now you got rebirth, okay? So I'm getting here that for those who are resonating more, in which you have been doing the healing for quite some time already, because I'm drawn to this Three of Swords in reverse, meaning you are healing. You're ready to release, or you're letting go of something that gives you pain and sadness. All right. And by doing so, you would notice that your health, and this is talking about your overall health, not just your physical health, but you're suddenly feeling as if that you're a brand new person with this rebirth card. And that's because you are now ready to let go of anything that's giving you pain, that's weighing heavily on your back, right? So I feel either this is a message as well for the collective for the month of March 2024. Look into those things. Are you still carrying some baggages from the past? Are you still carrying some negative feelings and emotions that's only causing you a lot of pain? All right. Because again, self love is the message here for the collective. All right. That you need to be nurturing yourself. You need to be paying attention to what your true self needs. All right. Because I'm actually getting here that maybe you have allowed, some of you have allowed yourself to be there. All right. For quite some time already, and it's even affecting, other areas of your life, even your health. So I'm getting here that for the month of March 2024, this is a perfect time to let it go. All right. Release, let it go, because this is actually going to be for your highest good. And I tell you, once you're able to let go of it, once you're able to allow yourself to be healed from it, you would see some significant changes when it comes to your health: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. And you're becoming like a brand new person. So for those who have been doing that, then I'm getting a different message that for the month of March, you would suddenly be feeling as if that you're a brand new person. Okay. And you're ready to embrace a brand new energy, or you're ready to embrace fresh new energies, because you've done with the releasing, you've been purging, you've been letting go of the past for quite a long while for others of you. All right, let's see what else. Yeah. See? Oh my gosh. Are you freaking kidding me? There's a lot of sad, heavy energies here. You got sad embrace. You got Three of Swords that says sadness and isolation. All right. So still the same thing. All right. This is just um, a validation from spirit. All right. In which either this is an advice for the collective to make sure that you pay attention to your emotional health, your feelings. Again, our feelings and emotions are teaching us something. Emotions are messengers. Listen to it. That's why you also got Goddess of the Moon, right? Which is also talking about feelings or intuition. Listen to what your inner voice or even your feelings are kind of like telling you. There is a message behind it. For others of you, like what I said, then maybe this is a time for you to let go of anything that's giving you a lot of pain, because you don't deserve this. All right. If you truly love yourself, allow yourself to be healed by letting go of the past. All right. Letting go of anything that only gives you pain, so you can invite or embrace a brand new beginning with this rebirth. So that's what I'm getting with these three cards. Let's try to pull up another one. Grand Symphony. Yeah, Six of Cups in reverse. Exactly. So there's something about the past. It is also a possibility, by the way, that there is maybe an opportunity for you guys to finally let go of anything that is actually kind of like preventing you from moving forward. And it's probably related to the past. What is it from the past that needs to be released or to be let go of? Okay. Ask yourself, because you got the deep knowing card. Your guides or the angels are saying, you know what that is. And if it's not going to be changing your current situation, then what is the point, right? What is the point of revisiting or going back to some things from the past that only brings you pain? It's not helping you to heal. All right, so be mindful about that. So with the Six of Cups in reverse, this is actually a message as well for the collective not to allow themselves to be dwelling in the past anymore. Keep moving forward. Keep looking ahead. All right. Wow, this is actually quite interesting. Yes. Now you got the direction, right? So I'm actually getting here that you are definitely being called towards a different direction, okay? And it's definitely not something that is connected to your past. It is a new direction. You're being called towards a different path, towards a different direction. So I'm really getting here that maybe for the month of March, I'm seeing some of you guys doing a lot of purging, okay? It might be kind of like difficult at first because a lot of emotions are going to be resurfacing, right? But this is actually going to help you to finally let it go, all right? Before you can actually move towards a different direction. That's also what I'm getting here. But make sure, like what I said earlier, that you don't dwell in the past, all right? Don't allow the past to hold you back. It's more of like what I'm hearing as well. Look ahead. That's why I keep on hearing from Spirit. They're saying keep looking ahead. Keep focus on your goals, or keep your focus on your goals, on your dreams, all right? Don't allow yourself to be held back by something from your past. All right, quite interesting. Let's see, what else? What are the energies or what's in store for the collective this month of March 2024? Let's see here. You got the food card. What is no longer sustaining you in real life? Where do you see yourself in the food chain? Is your life abundant or are you lacking in any area? See, what did I say earlier? There's something about going within, all right, and asking yourself these questions. Is this really good for me? Is this really going to be beneficial for me? Is this something that gives me a lot of fulfillment? Those are the questions that you need to ask yourself. Because, like what I said, emotions are messengers. So, for the month of March, I see the collective doing that, going within and asking themselves those questions. What is it that is no longer serving me? What is it that is no longer helping me in my current situation? Maybe it's about time to release that. Maybe it's about time to look towards a different direction. So I can actually step away from this energy that's making me feel unfulfilled or making me feel dissatisfied or discontented. All right. That's what I'm getting. So I see the collective really looking to those things. All right. Anything that is not giving them happiness or fulfillment, anything that is just giving them pain needs to be left behind. It needs to be released. And I see some of you guys really doing that. All right. Or it's just a message as well, or a reminder for the collective to look into those things. So you can actually see a different reality, or you can see some improvement in your current situation. All right. So let's try to pull up the tea leaf fortune cards. You got forest. Yeah, fear, worries, tense situations. Remember earlier, the message for the collective is to release any unnecessary worries. Do you still remember that? Okay. Because remember, you also got the Eight of Swords at the very start of the reading. And Eight of Swords is also feeling as if that you're helpless or you're hopeless, all right? Or you're trapped or you're stuck. Some of you are also feeling confused with this muddled, unclear thinking, all right? And this is giving you a lot of stress. So I'm really picking up that for others of you, these are the things that you need to release as well, okay? Next, you got the mice card, all right? Which is also talking about, yeah, maybe some disagreements with some people around you, whether it's a family member or whatsoever. Yeah, you got the tiger card. Funnel. And then you got the Nest card. All right. I'm also getting here as well that for the month of March 2024, for those who are resonating as well, that maybe there's some sort of like family drama going on. I don't know what this for because I'm getting that based on these cards. So either there was some sort of like a huge drama going on within the family or some disagreement with a family member. I feel again that the message for the collective was actually resonating with that is to heal, all right? And at the same time, again, to release anything that is actually just basically not helping you, all right, to grow as a person. Because I'm hearing that maybe somebody watching this collective reading, you've been holding on to some bitterness, all right, or resentment from a family member. I don't know what this for. And although spirit understands how you're feeling or what you're going through, but the message is for you to allow yourself to be healed. Okay. With the Three of Swords in reverse, allow yourself to be healed by letting go of those heavy feelings and emotions. All right. And be gentle with yourself because healing is not going to be happening overnight. But I'm really getting that somebody watching this collective reading is probably still kind of like deeply affected or still holding on to some, yeah, disappointments around a family member, whoever that is, all right? But I'm getting that healing is actually the message for whoever is resonating with that, to heal yourself or to allow yourself to be healed. And then for others of you, for the month of March 2024, this is also a month in which you carefully needed to examine everything first before taking a risk, all right? Try to filter out everything, all right? Try to examine everything first before taking action. So in other words, don't make hasty decision as well. And then for whatever it is that has happened to you in the past with the funnel card, this is a message as well from your spiritual team that those things happen because it's teaching you something. All right. And maybe that's why you have a lot of cards around perspective. You even got third eye, right? And third eye is all about perspective. That instead of actually looking at it in a negative way, maybe you have to look at, all right, what is this situation teaching me? All right. It was really difficult. It was really painful, but there's definitely a lesson there. What am I learning from this particular situation? Those are the questions that some of you who's resonating with that needed to hear or needed to apply. All right. There's something about perspective or looking at a different perspective with regards to your situation or anything from the past that left you feeling so hurt. Wow. All right. So let's get some fortune cards now. All right. You got spirit symbol. Let's go to page number 7. Messages from above. All right. And it says here too, intuition and spiritual energy at high levels. I can't believe it. We were just talking about intuition many times earlier, right? So, based on this card, which is spirit symbol, it says here that you will appear to have more energy than usual and will find yourself in situations that you have walked away from before, only to now confront head on. You will not allow others to browbeat you like you have in the past. You now demand and deserve respect. So maybe for some of you, this is also a month in which you're not really going to be allowing yourself to be pushed around by anybody, all right? And that's part of self-love, all right? You love yourself, you know what you deserve, and you deserve respect and not to be treated poorly by somebody, okay? For some of you, I'm also getting here that based on the spiritual or spirit symbol card, that psychic awakening is also taking place for some of you. And you're spiritually growing as well, all right? In which you're beginning to understand something about yourself and your past situation. You're gaining wisdom, all right? Now it makes sense why I got the funnel card earlier as well. And then if it's all about career or finances, Some of you might actually see yourselves changing career from out of the blue, all right? Or you might be finding yourself in a type of a job or career in which you're helping others as well, okay? And then it also says here, if it's career or finances, you don't need to be overly concerned about finance. The focus now is on your true destiny and what you're meant to be doing with your life from now on, which is quite interesting because you got the direction card. And direction is also talking about life purpose or life path. So maybe it's not just all about the money, but some of you, if it's all about career or finances, you might find yourself pursuing a career that is aligned to your passion and your purpose. And it's not just about the money anymore. It's more about what you're meant to do. Lastly, if it's all about relationships, some of you might be developing stronger bonds with people on your wavelength, all right? There's also a message here that some of you guys would be putting an end some relationships that are actually not really workable anymore, or you're not seeing any growth in this connection anymore as you crave for more deeper soul connections. Okay, very interesting for the collective. Now, let's actually pull up this deck. Let's get some messages for you. Solitude, in silence, peace prevails. Rejuvenating rain, clear the past, heal the present. Bingo. My gosh, we were just talking about healing, healing, healing. I even got a message earlier that somebody watching this collective reading, you may be holding on to some, again, resentment. It's a family member. That's what I kept on hearing. All right. And so it's about time to heal that. All right. To clear past energies, old energies that is causing a lot of interference or causing a lot of distraction in your present moment. That's really what I'm getting. So, yeah, no wonder you have a lot of healing cards here. And with the solitude, maybe this is also time for the collective to, again, to contemplate what needs to be released, what needs to be healed, what is no longer serving me, what is no longer helping me. What is causing a blockage in my healing even? All right. And then you got answering the call. The time is now. So there is really something about staying in the present. Okay. So like what I said earlier, for the month of March 2024, you might find yourself kind of like being distracted, or some past memory or past energies might be interfering, all right, in your present moment. So again, try to be mindful about that. Anything from the past that would only give you pain, anything from the past that is not going to be helping in your present situation, let it go, all right? That's something that the collective needs to be mindful about as well, all right? Because what's important is the present moment. Be in the present, all right? If the past would only bring you pain, if the past would only kind of like, yeah, distract you, because I keep on hearing earlier, do not allow the past to hold you back, all right? Release it. Embrace the feelings, all right? And then afterwards, let it go. That's the message for the collective. Let's try to pull up another message for you. Let's try this one. You have a message that says, if you are feeling stuck in any area of your life, whether it is in a relationship, a job, or just a situation, ask yourself, what is stopping me from leaving? Yes, leaving is scary, but sometimes it is the right step to take. Be brave. We are right beside you. Oh my gosh. So you're definitely being protected and divinely guided here, all right? So it's a message from your spiritual team to maybe ask yourself, what is actually stopping you? What is limiting you from doing what you're supposed to do? All right? And just like what I said earlier, if you're finding yourself stuck in your situation, ask yourself, what is it that I can actually do? What are the things that I need to let go of? Remember, that's the message. So to see this is actually a strong validation for the collective, in which you're being reminded that you do have the power to change your situation as well. All right? That you do have the power to make positive changes for yourself. So if you don't like where you are, then maybe it's a message. Again, emotions are messengers. Then maybe it's a message that you're being redirected, you're being led towards a different path. So don't allow fear, worry, or self limiting beliefs to hold you back. In other words, all right, with this message over here. All right, so let's get one last message, and then I'll be pulling up an affirmation card as well they can work with, plus some crystals they can work with for the month of March 2024. Any other message for the collective? Awareness, right? Live in the moment. See, I was just talking about that. Are you freaking kidding me? About being in the present moment. All right. Make sure that you don't allow the past to kind of like distract you. All right. Embrace what you're feeling, whatever emotions or any feelings that might resurface for you for the month of March 2024. Embrace it. All right. And then pay attention to what it's telling you. All right. And then afterwards, lovingly surrender it. Let it go, especially if this is not really for your highest good. Make sure that you always try to stay in the present moment. Okay. And then it says here, be conscious of your thoughts. See, we were just talking about that earlier. I can't believe it. You saw me shuffle. I can't make this up. And then it says here, look for signs and guidance. So, like what I said, emotions are messengers. It's guiding you. It's giving you a message. All right. Maybe it's actually giving you a sign on what you should be doing as well. Right. Always remember as well that awareness is superpower. When you're actually conscious or aware of something, then you know exactly what needs to be done, right? Instead of being clueless, instead of actually being unaware of what is truly going on. So that's why I always say that awareness is superpower. So try to live in the moment. That's the message for you guys. Be conscious of your thoughts. Anything that's only going to bring you pain, anything that's only going to be giving you unnecessary worries or anxiety, let it go. All right? That's a distraction. That is not going to help you. And that's something that the collective really needed to be mindful about with this awareness card, to be mindful about. So let's actually pull up some affirmation card. All right. You got prosperity. So it says here, the more I take care of myself, the more prosperous I am. Wow. Again, related to self-love, because you got the self-love card earlier. So yeah, maybe this is really the time for the collective to nurture themselves. All right. Look after your own needs. All right. Be gentle with yourself. And maybe in order for you as well to attract prosperity and abundance, all right, you need to, again, nurture yourself first. It starts from within. You need to think abundant. You need to think really great about yourself, that you are a successful person. All right. So be mindful of your thoughts. Maybe that's why it says here, be conscious of what you're feeling or what you're always thinking. So if this can actually help you guys, then you can make use of this affirmation card. It says, the more I take care of myself, the more prosperous I am. All right. So let's actually pull up some crystal cards for you. Some crystals they can also work with for the month of March 2024. All right, you got two. Start off with this one, hematite. It says grounding, magnetic, pull, and focus. With a magnetism that is sky high, hematite has the ability to absorb negative emotions and create strong energetic boundaries. Its authoritarian force releases self-imposed limitations. My gosh, we were just talking about that. You saw me shuffle. I can't make that up, right? A powerful stone to use in grounding oneself. Hematite activates the root chakra and balances out the seven chakras by pulling toxicity from your aura. Deriving from the Latin word for blood, hematite cleanses the blood in the body by promoting circulation and energizing the nervous system to begin anew. Use hematite when you need that extra boost. Okay? Somebody needed to really hear that message, because earlier we were just kind of like talking about how some of you might be kind of like limiting yourself, all right? Just like with the message earlier, if you're feeling stuck or trapped in your situation, then maybe it says here, ask yourself, what is stopping me from leaving, right? What is stopping you from leaving if you don't like where you are, right? So I'm getting that there's something about self-limiting beliefs. And it's actually fear. It's actually your own thoughts, maybe, that is preventing you from doing whatever it is that you're supposed to do, right? So work with hematite as well, which is also a great crystal for grounding, just like what it says here. And at the same time, it helps in cleansing the aura. All right, the last one is lepidolite. Oh, wow. Yeah, lepidolite is actually a great crystal. It says transition, release, and change. Change is coming, and lepidolite is the perfect crystal to help you with those transitions. By becoming aware of bad habits and patterns, we can release them to make room for new ones that sustain a healthy lifestyle. Lepidolite helps us let go of attachments to old behaviors and addictions, clearing away emotional ties to the stories we tell ourselves. Lepidolite encourages self-love. Are you kidding me? That's why I got self-love earlier. Self-love on all levels. Even if we need to step away from our current way of doing things to establish that trust. Write the story you want to live. Wow. I so love this for the collective, all right? And yeah, honestly, I'm picking up so much heavy energies in the reading. And I noticed as well that there's a lot of distractions, that I'm having a hard time kind of like maintaining focus on the message that needs to be delivered. I also noticed that. So yeah, work with these two crystals. It's really, really beneficial, especially if you wanted to stay focused. You may work with hematite. You may also want to work with fluorite, okay? Because fluorite is a great crystal as well to help you to be more focused. And at the same time, it also kind of like helps you to improve the positive energy within you or in your area. But you also got lepidolite, which is also a great crystal to work with for change, all right? So you can transition smoothly, or maybe it will help you to release what's no longer serving you as well. And again, with that message, write the story that you want to live. You have the power to write a different story for yourself, right? We're all authors. Life is like a book, and you are the author. So don't see yourself as if you're helpless or powerless, because remember, you got the Eight of Swords at the very start of the reading. And that's exactly what this is talking about earlier, right? In which some of you probably who's watching this collective reading, you always see yourself as if you're stuck when you're actually not, right? You do have the power to change your situation. Remember, the Eight of Swords is also talking about illusion, illusions of feeling trapped. So I hope that this reading also gave you some clarity, or it also gave you some guidance. And again, happy March, everyone. Bye-bye for now.